Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, July 24th, 2025, and we are back for another episode of Bricks and Beyond, a creator showcase series. For those of you that may be joining for the very first time, Bricks and Beyond is a showcase series that highlights members of the LEGO community. Each episode gives you a personalized look into the person behind the account. Tonight's guest joins us from the state of Michigan. She is an incredibly talented habitat builder and mosaic builder. She is a host of a few community challenges, which we will discuss later on tonight. And she is an all around wonderful person in the LEGO community. On Instagram, you will see her as Don't Brick Me Down, but I'm here to introduce you to her as Jessica. And there she is.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Just noticing in the camera, I got a little fried today cutting the grass. So
it was really toasty here today. I don't know about
it,
there.
yeah, it was 90, I think, today.
Okay. We hit
So
96, which I think
wow.
might be the hottest day of the summer so far for us.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Really warm.
I don't know why. For some reason I never associate Michigan with heat.
Yeah, I mean it gets hot. It's not typical, I feel like, for us to
Okay.
just be this hot, but yeah, it definitely gets pretty warm. We have some hot days, 90s.
Okay.
Couple like a week of the 90s is pretty normal per summer, but yeah, 96
Interesting.
is up there. It
Okay.
was
Yeah.
warm.
I don't know. I guess I always think of Michigan like, in the winter, I think of winter Michigan, which is usually pretty frigid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got
Big
some swings for sure.
yeah. Oh, I get you. I get you. So summertime has been good. What have you been up to this summer?
Oh gosh. I mean, I've got a 2-year-old daughter, so we do a lot of like backyard little, kiddie pool stuff and
Yes. Okay.
just, our days spent with, a lot of time at home, just
Yeah.
doing summer stuff, making memories, that kind of
Sure.
thing.
Yeah. Now, is she? I don't know what 2-year-old is. Is she an active 2-year-old or is she pretty chill?
Oh, she's pretty chill,
That's
honestly.
good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She's down to like just read, do puzzles, and
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
She's got a lot of energy, but
Oh, yeah. But she knows how to use it at the appropriate times.
yeah, she could just go like just do puzzles for like an hour, and it's
Okay.
it's lovely. Like she'll
Yeah.
just disappear and I'll go peek in and she's just puzzling.
Good for her. Well, I mean, that's nice for you too to kind of get a moment to, sit back and relax for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is she in any like activities like during the school year yet, or like does she have to go anywhere, or she just get to stay with mom?
Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so
Good.
definitely
Okay.
that. But we tried to get her in like a gymnastics class over the
Okay.
winter, and it didn't go well. Like she wasn't into the structure. She just
Oh, I
she just
see.
wanted
Okay.
to run around. She was
Yeah.
excited about it, but we didn't learn any skills.
Yeah. Well, plenty of time for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, it's Thursday, so we've made it almost to the weekend.
Yep.
Any big plans for the upcoming weekend?
Yeah, actually, we've got a wedding
Okay.
Saturday, and then we're heading up to my parents have a cabin up
Okay.
north, Michigan. So we'll head there after that and spend a
Nice.
couple days there.
Okay. Now, is the cabin is that something you had when you were growing up, or is that something? Okay.
Yeah, they built it. They built it when I was little, so like I
Oh
I
wow.
remember when it was being built. They built it like 94. So yeah, we've been going up there um, my whole life basically.
Okay.
I was 5 then.
Nice. Now, did you say is it by the lake or is it off the lake?
So it's on an inland lake, and then it's
Okay.
like maybe 15 minutes to Lake Michigan to
Oh,
drive
nice.
into town and go to
Okay.
that lake, which is obviously a whole different ball game
Oh, sure. Yeah.
if you're familiar.
Now, where their cabins at? Like, because I've never been up to. I guess I haven't really been to northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Is it in a area where like do they get um, electricity, water, that kind of stuff, or is it like well water or that anything like that?
We're on well, yeah, it's well
Okay.
water, but we have electricity. They have high speed internet and
Ah,
all
okay.
that jazz. Yeah.
Okay. So somewhat glamping, then I guess you can say.
Yeah, I mean, it was a while. Like they didn't get the internet until recently, so there was a long time where you'd go up there and it would be like disconnecting. But they finally have now caught up where they do have some internet up there. Like it's behind. It's definitely like more rugged up there,
Yeah.
but the,
I
the
mean, I don't know. That's not necessarily a bad thing nowadays to be able to kind of like step away and not really focus on technology or anything like that. It is really hard to escape that anymore,
yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah. No, it's nice. You go up there, you play board games, play
Mhm.
cards. Do that. You play outside and then you're like in bed, so it doesn't matter that you don't have like we don't have I don't- they don't have cable TV still, I guess, but
Okay.
so yeah, you don't like watch TV. You just go to bed so
Yeah,
you're tired and there's nothing
that's
to
that.
do. Yeah,
Now, is your daughter, um, is she one of the technology era kids, or do you try to like keep her away from, because it's hard?
yeah. No, we keep her away from it. Like
Okay.
yeah, we don't watch a lot of TV. Don't She doesn't know how to do anything. And like on my phone, like she'll hand it to me, but she doesn't
Yeah.
know how to get into it or do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, very very low tech over here.
No, that's okay. Again, another thing. I mean, that's hard. It's like it's a hard balance now for kids, because like it's a very easy tool to be like, you know what, just be quiet, take the phone, take the tablet, do your thing, and
Yeah,
that's that. And it's hard. I mean, like when you want to enjoy some time as a parent or an adult, it's a very easy opportunity to just push. But if she likes books and
no,
puzzles, like that sounds like
yeah.
that's her escape then.
Yeah, I know there was one time that my husband was telling me that he had somewhere that he like had to go. I wasn't around and he had to take her somewhere and she was just like not having it. And he was like, "Oh, I came so close to just like putting something on my phone and handing it to her." He's like, "I knew that if I did that, then that was on the table and that would be something that would be asked for again." So like
Yeah,
we've never done it, so she doesn't know it's an option. And yeah, like if we go out to eat, we just pack like a bag full of
sure.
little toys and
Yep.
keep her entertained with other stuff. And
Yeah.
just yeah,
Well,
hopefully we'll see how long that lasts. I don't know.
make it last as long as you can because it's worth it. So
Yeah,
so kudos to you guys for, being able to stick with that, and hopefully you can, do that as long as you can. So,
yeah.
all right. So before we get into some Lego chat, I want everybody to have the opportunity to kind of know you as a person,
Hmm.
and then obviously we'll find our way into the Lego world. So,
Sure.
um, as I mentioned, so you're living in Michigan.
Yep.
Now, are you born and raised as a Michigander,
Chigander.
Michigander?
Yeah. Yes is the
Okay.
answer to that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, how did you ever venture outside of the state of Michigan, either living or obviously maybe traveling, but any living outside of the state?
Um, no, I
Okay.
not really. I grew up here, went to college at Michigan State. I've definitely
Okay.
traveled. I mean, traveled. I've traveled a ton, but
Sure.
there was a long time where I wanted to leave Michigan, and then I think I came to realize that like I really just wanted to get out of like my hometown.
Yeah.
Um, and as I traveled and went to different states, I kind of realized like, wow, actually, Michigan is pretty cool. Like, yeah, I want to
Okay.
get out of my hometown, but there's a lot to offer in Michigan. It's pretty great.
Okay.
So
Yep. So where you live now, how far are you from where you grew up?
Um, gosh, like I don't know. Do you guys do the minutes thing where you are? Because I think that might be a very Michigan thing. We don't use miles. We just say minutes. So like
Oh gosh, no, that's all I do is minutes. So yeah,
okay.
I'm
I
30
was like, I
minutes. Yeah.
have no idea how many miles, but like 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're
Close.
really close. Okay.
Yeah.
So have and I know she's young, but have you taken your daughter to see like where you grew up, or do your parents still live there?
My parents still live in
Oh,
my
nice.
yeah,
Okay.
there's the house that they raised us in. So
Okay. Well, that's probably got to be neat, like to be able to show like my son, like he goes with my mom and dad a lot, and so he goes to where I grew up, and
yeah.
so like he's like that's daddy's room, and so it's like neat to be able to have them like experience what you did when you were
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah, and then my parents, like my mom saved everything from when we were kids. So yeah, we go visit them and it's like she is, playing with my old toys. Like we've
Okay.
got it's my mom is like giving her stuff like, here, you can have this. I'm like, can't she? Like
Yeah.
that's mine. Like it's not yours to give her. But yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's I get that because my mom does the same things. I was like, wait a second, I thought that was mine, even though I
Yeah.
haven't touched it in
Right.
what 30 years. So um, now for where you live now, if somebody was coming to visit, do you have any special places that you like to go, or places that you would recommend, either for like touristy places or restaurants?
Gosh. I mean, well, so I grew up in Dearborn, which is
Okay.
like just outside of Detroit. Like it's,
Oh, okay.
we were really close to the Detroit border. So I grew up a lot with like what the things to do would be to go downtown, and so that's
Mhm.
kind of where my brain first goes. Is just like the stuff going on in downtown Detroit. Um, I'm a little bit further out now, a little bit more still like Metro Detroit, but more suburban, I would say. But I don't know. Yeah, what would it's tough to say. I would still just say like going downtown for stuff. There's a
Downtown.
lot going
Okay.
on in downtown Detroit these days.
Sure. Yeah. Is that what the heck was the name of it? Is that pawn shop still down there? The one they had the TV show, American Jewelry and Loan, I think it is.
Gosh, I have no idea. I don't know anything
Okay.
about that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time. I don't know if it's still on. There was a TV show with this pawn shop, and they recorded like the day to day doings of the
Yeah.
pawn shop, and I'm sure some of it was fabricated, but there's a lot of interesting stuff. So check that out because
Yeah.
I know my dad, he and his brothers used to go to a race up in Canada, or in Michigan, excuse me, and they would go to that pawn store, and the characters on the show were never there, like in the
Mm,
normal in the
okay.
normal hours, but yeah, check it out. I think it was American Jewelry and Loan, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
So you'll have to take a trip over next time you're down in Detroit. So
Yeah.
tell me if you get, maybe they have Lego.
Yeah.
Maybe you could
Honestly.
trade some Lego in for something.
Yeah.
All right. So any siblings?
Yeah. I have an older sister.
Okay.
We've got a little bit of an age gap. It's like an 8-year difference,
Okay.
but
All right.
she still exists.
Yeah.
Still
Now
counts.
is I because I know this. I'm an only child, but I
Mhm.
know this stuff exists. Is it true that the youngest is the favorite?
So, there's the whole thing about like sibling birth order and dynamics and stuff. And I think that what I have found with our age difference, that age gap that we have, is we both function as only children. Like we
Oh, I
both
see.
had
Okay.
our parents' individual attention for so
Okay.
long that we don't fall into the norms of like older sister, younger sister. We
Okay.
just both have like only child syndrome.
I see. That is a real thing.
Yeah.
So like when you guys were growing up, do you feel like you had like I don't want to say like a bond, but like was it harder to bond because there was such a big age gap?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like, so, she was 8 when I was born, and then she moved out of the house at 18. So I was 10 when she moved
Okay.
out. And then, yeah, in between there, you're talking about like I'm 7 and she's 15. Like,
Yeah.
she was, hanging in high school and had friends and driving and all those things. And
Yep.
like, yeah, I'm playing with Barbies. Like, there was nothing, nothing in common there. Lego was like honestly a bond. That was one of the few
Okay.
shared bonds I think we had.
Okay. So we'll get into actually
Yeah.
we'll pause it. We'll get into Lego in a little bit. So what is it like now for you two? Like, do you feel closer, or do you still feel like that gap in between you guys?
No, we still feel that gap, I would
Okay.
say. I still like when we do talk, sometimes she'll like tell me a story and she calls our mom like my mom. She'll be like, "Oh, I was talking to my mom the other day." And then she's like, "Oh, I mean, mom, our mom." And it's like, yeah, it's like that sometimes.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
So, and we
Okay.
like talk through our mom a lot. Like I'll just, hey, how is she doing? Mom's like, oh, she's
Okay.
good. She's doing this. Like she's thinking of getting a new job. And then like, so
Okay.
we talk through mom more than we talk like to each other.
Interesting. Okay. Now
It's
is
kind of
she
wild.
is she in Michigan too, or
She
she's
is. She's, yeah,
okay?
she's like Lansing area.
Okay. So you guys are just like same world, but different worlds at the same time.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I think I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I love learning this stuff because it's just like I'm an only child. So like I don't know what it's like to so you're kind of like me, but you do have a sister.
Yeah.
So interesting. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's wild because like when my husband and I were trying to decide, do we stay with one child, do we have two? We're talking about siblings, and I'm just like, yeah, I have one, but I don't know if I would use that as like an argument of like, oh, it's this necessity that kids need a sibling because
Yeah.
I feel like we're not so close where I don't know if it could, I don't know, like I could see it both ways.
Yeah. Now, does she have any kids?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, other than Lego, again, let's just pretend that doesn't exist for the moment. What were some of your interests or hobbies that you had? I know you said Barbies, but when you were younger, like what were some of the things that you enjoyed doing as a kid?
Oh gosh. I mean, I always was a very active kid. I had a lot of energy. I was like, bike riding and roller skating and roller blading, I guess.
Okay.
Just outside, just swimming, always been really big into swimming. And um yeah, high school ran cross country and swam and did stuff like that. So yeah,
Oh wow.
just individual activities and athletic and out and
Okay.
about, burn energy. That was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Go, go,
Okay.
go.
Yeah. And I'm assuming with those events, did you translate those into the adult years, or have you kind of like okay, so you're still
Yeah.
into the same activities?
Yeah, I'm so glad I got into what I got into because yeah, they translate so well. I have, yeah, swam and run into
Okay.
adulthood. It's lovely.
Yeah. Now, is
Great
that
hobbies.
something that you think you like? I don't want to say push your daughter into, but like try to get her active in those same activities.
I mean, yeah, I can already see her like kind of picking up on it
Okay.
and like wanting to like go for a run, and like she'll ask me to like run to the corner and back with her, and
Oh,
she's like,
nice.
I
Okay.
went for a run, and like
Yeah.
she's oh, like, so I think she'll probably just pick it up by osmosis at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, does she like being in the pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know. Well,
definitely.
now's a good time to be in a pool with how hot it is. So,
Yeah.
now again, so you are married now. Your husband now. What, and I know we're not really trying to get into Lego right now, but is he falling into the Lego world with you, or is he just kind of like, "Good job, honey, great job."
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so he's obviously like our primary breadwinner.
Yeah,
So
yep.
he makes jokes because he'll be like on important meetings, and I'm like, "Can I show you what I made?" And he's like, "That's so cool! Like, I gotta go jump on this call."
Yeah,
It's
that's fair. Yeah,
yeah, but
well,
he's like fully supports it. Like he supports
that's
it
good.
as much as he could, but he doesn't always get it. Like he'll try to like I'll try to explain like why something's cool, and he's like, "Oh, okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Like, cool, that's cool."
Now what about the running or swimming activities? Is he involved in those, or does he have his own set of hobbies that he enjoys?
He's a soccer player,
Oh, nice, okay.
so there is a crossover there with the running too.
Yeah,
So we do kind of
yep,
have that in common.
okay. Now, have you gotten yourself involved in soccer?
I've never played soccer
Okay.
like outside of gym class.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys haven't come up with some sort of friendly challenge to try to, I don't know, challenge each other or something.
I mean, he's way out of my league. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's supposed to you're his wife, so he's supposed to play down to your level, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have
Yeah.
run like 5Ks together and
Oh,
done
nice.
like
Okay.
he's, met me at the running thing. Like he hadn't really ever done anything like that before, but he
Okay.
obviously soccer involves running. So
Yeah.
he knew he could run, but he hadn't like run any races where now he kind of is interested not I wouldn't say he's interested in that, but he's willing to do that and he knows he can do it, but he wouldn't have done it without me.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, Ted Lasso fans,
Oh yeah.
I think I found the key to getting him involved in Lego. Do you remember that one episode? There was an actual Lego Ted Lasso set. Did you catch that? I can't remember what season or what episode, but there was a Lego set built that was like a replica of the stadium.
Yeah.
And it was like a real quick like pan by. And I was just like, oh my gosh, are they making a Ted Lasso Lego set? and nothing, nothing as of now came from it. But
Yeah.
um, what do you think? Like if they released a Ted Lasso Lego set, would that intrigue him at all?
I don't think I still don't think it would.
Still,
I mean, like, cause they've made like soccer stuff too, right? Like they've made like stadiums, like
yeah, yeah.
I don't remember which teams, but a couple different ones. And like he'll look at them, but he's not gonna like he'll look it over and look at the pictures, but it wouldn't make him want to buy it. It's just
Yeah, that was the one built in the show. Well, look at it this way. You could get it and you could build it for him and say, "Look at this great set." And he could say, "Hey, look, that's a great set." So, yeah.
yeah. I mean, one time there was I think it was one of the Christmas sets, the Main Street build that had
Oh
like,
yeah.
they divide those up where you can do the different bags
Yep.
and different things. And he had an interest in like the vehicles. And I'm like, I don't actually like building vehicles. So I was
Okay.
like, how about you build the trolley and I'll build the building? So
Oh, that's fair.
he did do that. And I think he enjoyed that because I think he had some Lego as a kid, and that's what he would have been interested in is like the vehicles, building,
Okay.
cars and fire trucks. So
Yeah, sure.
I shared my Christmas set with him, and he, I don't think he's not hooked, but
Yeah.
he had fun. He
Well,
played along.
sometimes it just takes that one set. I mean, some of us just dive completely in. Some of us, we just have to have that one set and then we dive in. So
Yeah.
you never know. But all right. So let's keep the people, let's not make them wait anymore. Let's dive into the Lego world here because you have a lot to offer. I do have your Instagram page up. So I'm gonna mention some of the stuff on here in a little bit here, but
Okay.
um let's rewind and we're gonna make you think here for a little bit. Um, Most important question I always ask is did you have Lego when you were a kid?
Yeah, I definitely
Okay.
did.
All right. Now, sets or bulk or both?
Well, it's an interesting question. I think a couple months ago I would have told you we just had like tubs of bricks,
Okay.
but my mom recently gave me all of my childhood Lego. And as I was going through it, I was finding different pieces and
Okay.
realizing that there were a lot of sets in there. But I think
Mm,
that I had never seen them as sets. They were sets that my sister had gotten, and then they had
okay.
been completely dismantled.
Okay.
And then I always wondered why we had all these weird pieces, and I never knew what they went
Okay.
to. But there were sets in there, and I just didn't know it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So then remind me here. So your sister would have gotten the Lego first,
Yeah.
or
So
would it have
she's
come around like the same time when like after you were born?
No, I think that she was into Lego as a kid, and
Okay.
people were buying her Lego probably before I was even born.
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on what it was, yeah, she would build it, take it apart, throw it into just like a bulk tub. And then, yeah, by the time I started playing with it, I just remember having just tubs of loose bricks. And it
Okay.
was just, yeah, chaos. And I would
Yeah.
build whatever I could out of it. But I never knew, like, some of the stuff, I just never knew what it went to. And had no idea that there were like sets all mixed up in there.
Sure. Yep. Now, just out of curiosity, do you, and I know this is asking you to go real far back, do you remember anything maybe in particular that you would have enjoyed to build? Like, do you have any vivid memories of things?
Yeah, I loved to build houses,
Okay.
basically, and I would do houses or hotels or when my sister went off to college, I built like a dorm.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Um, and I would just build like on a massive like 48 by 48
Yep.
plate and just fill the whole thing and just make rooms and
Oh, cool.
do two stories and all the furniture and do all of it. Like that was what I would do. And then take it apart and do it again.
Okay. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. I know. And I know this is something you and I talked about and hoping one of these days I can get somebody to find. I have to go ask a lot of people, but I had asked Jessica because we were talking and she said there was a very small percent chance that there might have been picture proof of her Lego building as a child.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, there was not. So I really, though, I mean, it's good that you have the memories of what you did because I don't know. I guess sometimes parents just don't think some things are important to take pictures of.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, as a parent, like, nowadays, I think with the technology we have, like, it's just so simple to take pictures of everything and anything. Whereas back then, like, you have to grab the camera, the film, all that kind of stuff. And it's not as easy. So, you're not going to just randomly film or picture a Lego build or whatever. So,
Yeah.
unfortunate, but it would have been really cool, like to see, these builds from, us all as kids. So
Yeah, I mean, I have at least I don't have the pictures, but I have the actual I have the actual Lego, that I feel like a lot of people they had it as kids and their parents got rid of it a long
yeah.
time ago, and so I'm at least grateful that like I have it all.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I was going to lead right into that. So, do you have anything with you that you had as a kid that you want to share?
Yeah, I have some sets because like I said, my mom brought it all to me, and I have like literally just the last week or two been going through and trying to piece stuff back together.
Okay.
So I have a ton of it handy. Gosh, where to start? This I've got this little car that I found.
Oh,
Um,
wow! Look at the pristine condition of these too.
yeah, so this was like I'm going through these tubs that my mom brought, and I found this little V piece, and I was
Okay.
like, oh, that's weird. And I looked it up, and it was in one set.
Interesting.
And so I found it. This is from like 1984 or
Oh,
86 or
wow.
something. So it was
Okay.
definitely my sister's before I was born. And yeah, so I found all the pieces. The little V led me to it. And
Okay.
I think the helmet's wrong because it should be, I don't know, there's different helmets, but
Yeah. 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 Yep.
that was the first one I knocked out. Then
Okay.
I had some of them, they're all missing stuff, but I've got this
Sure.
like pizzeria
Oh,
that's
wow! I remember seeing that one.
it's from I forget when, the 90s, but it's supposed to have a sticker here, and it was the sticker that like held the two bricks together, and I remember
Oh,
having that for the longest time and always like wanting to use those bricks. So I think at some point I must have just ripped that sticker right off because it like held the bricks together so you couldn't do anything else with them. So that's missing, but
okay.
otherwise it's pretty cool, and it's got a little pizza truck that goes
Oh,
with it.
awesome. Oh, that's really cool.
Um, then I've got this one, which I had no memory of having, which is like with the Forest
Oh,
Men.
oh, that's cool.
And what's wild is I found like doubles of almost all of this stuff, like two of the
Okay.
horses, two sets of wheels, two of the shield, but it's supposed to have three minifigures. And so if we had two of them, then there should have been six. And I
Yeah.
only found two of the three minifigures.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know what's going on if like me and my sister each had one of these or what,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I had no memory of like having this as a kid with the
I've never
Forest Men.
even never even seen that one before.
Yeah, it even has this like little like trap thing that opens, and like one of the
Oh,
minifigs is
interesting.
supposed to go inside there. I don't know. It was
Huh.
wild. I had never seen that one, but
Interesting.
yep. And I've got one more that I
Okay.
got out. That this was one of the first ones that I like found a weird piece, and I sent it to my mom, and it was like it was only in one set, and I sent it to my mom like, "Did we have this set?" And she's like, "That doesn't look familiar to me." But then like as I kept going, I found it, and it's like
Oh, wow.
this
Yeah.
police airplane and like
Oh,
boat,
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
pieced
awesome.
them all back together. I'm missing a few, missing a couple pieces. Everything's missing
Okay.
like a couple pieces, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's been there's like still more. I have been like trying to part stuff out and putting it in little
Sure.
baggies, and I've got like six more sets that I have identified that like we had that I'm
Okay.
trying to piece back together.
That no, that's what I was gonna say. So will you is that like a goal of yours to put them all back together?
Yeah, I would like to. Like I think it's
Okay.
cool. We had I yeah, there's a ton of them. I think I would love to see. Like we had Blacktron, and we had
Yeah.
Mtron, and like I
Yep.
found the minifigs, and I'm like I had no idea we had these. Like
Yeah, sure.
I would
Well,
love to
like
see them.
like you said, like, everything like you had a lot just put in like bulk bins. So,
Yeah.
it's I mean, but that's to me, that's one of the best parts about bulk bins. You can just go through them and you find these pieces and you're just like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then you scan it. It's like that's from this.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can find a gold mine, I'm sure, with some of this stuff. Or I mean, gold mine as far as like personal memories, or you probably can't even find a gold mine as far as reselling standpoint. But
Yeah.
me, I love the personal value that you can kind of go back to your childhood and remember stuff. So um, now as far as the stuff that you have back, so you're piecing that all together.
Mhm.
Um, do you think if you like, I'm assuming some of the pieces could be a little pricey or like the stickers. So if that would be like, for example, that pizza shop with the sticker,
Mm.
if
Yeah.
that sticker's too expensive, would you keep it together still, or would you just take it apart and use it for the parts?
The whole set or what?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, I'll probably keep that together,
Yeah.
and like, because I we still have so many. Like, I have my own whole Lego collection that I had already had of like just drawers full of parts for my
Okay.
own mocks or whatever, my own habitats, whatever. So it's like I don't need those pieces. So
Yeah.
I think those sets, I'll try my best to just, yeah, keep them as that set and maybe
Sure.
try to complete them so that
Yeah.
can just exist in my catalog of sets now.
Go down memory lane sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. So then, um, you had the Lego as a kid. Now, do you remember when did you kind of have your dark, dark ages?
Yeah, I think um I don't know. I mean, yeah, sometime middle school I think I stopped playing with Lego. And then I picked it back up about 10 years ago. It was like
Okay.
2000, I think 2016 is when I got back into it. So that would have been, 10 to 15 years of dark ages.
Yep.
Sometime, 2000, 2001, dropped it, picked it back
Okay.
up 15 years later.
Okay. Now, what was the? I guess we'll call it. What was the defining moment that brought you back in?
Yeah, I have tried to narrow this down a few times myself and try to figure it out because I have my memories are kind of blurred. But I know that one of the first things that I was interested in was the Disney Series 1 CMFs.
Oh, okay.
My memory is like I think I saw like a Facebook ad for them,
Okay.
and I was
Interesting.
just like, "That's cool. Those are so cute." Like I didn't know Lego made things like that.
Sure.
Um, so I remember that, and then I also remember that the first set that I bought was like a creator lighthouse set.
Okay.
So I've tried to look and like figure out which one came first. I don't remember which one of
Mhm.
those two actually came first. It might have been the minifigs. But yeah, I've tried to like look like when did they each come out and like paired with my memories of how it all went down. But it was one of those things that somehow got me back in. I think it was probably that Facebook ad for
Okay.
some Disney minifigs.
Yeah. So let's go down the minifig rabbit hole here for a second because it's a rabbit hole. I mean,
Yeah.
what isn't in Lego? Uh, are you a CMF collector or just kind of like you just buy what you like as far as minifigs?
Um, I'm a CMF collector is the
Okay.
the the short answer. Yeah.
Sure.
I I didn't complete everything at the time when I got
Okay.
into Lego in 15 or 16. I was definitely interested in the CMFs. I didn't always complete them at the
Mhm.
time. I would kind of like, ah, that one's I don't need that one. Um, but now I have gone back and filled that in and
I
gone
get you.
down that rabbit hole.
Completionist.
Yeah, and so now I
Yeah.
will just always buy them all because I don't wanna be in a position where it's 10 years from now and now I'm paying, $30 for something that I decided to
uh,
skip over
yeah.
because it just wasn't that cool to me at the
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
now I want it.
Yeah, I tried to do the same. I tried to be like, "Yeah, that one doesn't look that cool, so we don't need that." But when you set them all up and you know there's a pamphlet that tells you there's 16 of
Mhm.
them and you see like 2 or 3 missing, it just it doesn't go well. So,
Yeah.
so have you are you trying to do like 1 through wherever we're at now, 27, or are you sticking just to like particular series?
So I have everything from 12 to 27
Okay.
complete,
Okay.
and then I'm kind of, like, loosely working on 1 through 11.
Okay.
I've got a few from every series. That was one of my goals last year was to try to get at least one fig from each of the numbered
Oh,
series.
okay. Nice.
So I did that. And so yeah, there's a couple where I might only have like one or two or three, but I'm trying to kind of work my way backwards. So I'm kind of working on 11 right now.
Okay.
Haven't been making a ton of progress. I think I'm missing like 5 or 6 from 11.
I will look at my I have a whole bunch of minifigs I still have to go through, and I know there's pieces, but I can't remember if they're post 11 or pre 11. So I will look, and if I have any, be happy to send them your way. Because if I can help somebody fill in the blanks, I'd be happy to. Because I know the stress of wanting to
Yeah.
fill in the blanks. So, are you good with all the Disney ones?
Yeah, I have all the Disneys, all
Okay.
3. Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. And I'll let you know. Um, all right. So then, so possibly the CMFs, possibly the lighthouse.
Mhm.
So more than likely a CMFs, you say. But from there, what kind of made you keep going?
Yeah, I liked the creator lighthouse, and I
Mhm.
liked that it could be built three different ways. You know, those creator 3-in-1s are so cool. And I just remember building it, and like, yeah, like I coming off of childhood where I liked to build houses, and I built them all myself. Like, I wasn't building sets. I was building just my own thing.
Yeah,
And so then like you build like in 2015 or 16 like an official Lego set, and they've got I don't like just pieces that I don't even remember having. Maybe we had,
sure.
but like the snot bricks to like hang a little picture on the wall, and you're just like this is so much cooler than what I
Yeah.
was doing as a kid. Like this
Yep.
is so cool. So yeah, it was like where you're kind of building it like row by row, and they're finding all these different ways to add little details in. It's like I was just, building walls and then filling a house with furniture. But this was,
Sure.
yeah, it was just an experience of like just everything you can do, and how far it had come since the last time I had played with Lego.
Yep.
And I was just like, this is cool. Like, let's see what else they're doing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then shifting from that, let's just fast forward to now. So let's just look back from now to then. Over this time period, obviously, I'm assuming you've collected some sets over the past 9 years. Um, what would be some of your favorite actual Lego sets that you've purchased? And by favorite, it can be either like the build was your favorite or the from the display aspect is your favorite.
Mm. I'm not a big displayer. I'll
Okay.
actually say that.
Okay.
But so it's all about the build for me.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I love this. Shouldn't This isn't going to be a surprise, but I love the Christmas sets.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay. Yep.
always love the Christmas sets,
Yep.
and they are just so cool. So like the gingerbread house was such a
Mm,
good one.
that's a
That
good
one
one.
is so cool, and like
Yep.
just all the furniture, and it's like made out of candy and stuff. It's
Yep.
just that one's top notch for me.
I agree. I
But
just built
yeah,
that
all the
last year.
Christmas ones are good.
Okay. So I'm curious. So if you buy a set and then you build it, what's the next steps with it?
Um, Sometimes I take it apart
Okay.
immediately.
Okay. Like,
Sometimes,
just wait, we gotta pause. We gotta pause
okay,
real quick. So, so last piece of the last bag gets placed on,
yeah.
and then like literally you start taking it apart.
Well, no, I mean not. No, I mean now you're talking about like now I've got a Lego Instagram account, so now it would be like let's make some content from this
Yeah. Okay.
first, or
Yep.
like set it on the desk for a little bit to look at, or set it on the
Okay.
desk until I have a chance to turn it into some content. Something like that would
Okay.
would come now. And then once I'm done making content with it, yeah, it's either coming apart immediately,
Okay.
or it's gonna like at least get moved to like the basement purgatory of like I'll take this apart when I have time, and I'll just go set it down there somewhere for now to get it out of the way.
Where all Lego sets go to die in
Mhm.
the basement.
Yeah.
So, since you love Christmas so much, I'm assuming that that's what I'm taking from this, especially something else we're going to talk about shortly.
Mhm.
Do those get come apart, or do you have like a little Christmas village?
So I do not have a Christmas village. I did not take last year's apart, but I
Okay.
regret that.
Okay.
I kind of just like threw them in a tub to deal with later, and now I should have just taken them apart, bagged them back up, because it's just a mess now. But no, in the past, like I've been buying the Christmas sets every year since 2015, so I
Okay.
have 10 years of Christmas sets, and I took them apart every year, and then every year at Christmas you bring them back out, you put them back up, you put your
Okay.
village up. Like
Okay.
it's an
Yep.
experience of like, yeah, taking them apart and putting them back together every year.
Okay. I see. So that's fair. Okay. All right. So then you're not like building, taking apart, bagging, and either purgatory or selling. And like you actually have like a meaning to it. Like it's like it's a meaningful thing for you to take them apart and then get to rebuild them again.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Um, I have all mine Christmas stuff shoved in a big IKEA display cabinet, and I love Christmas, so mine stay up all year.
Hmm.
But the cabinet is getting a little overwhelmed right now.
Yeah.
It's about ready to burst at the seams, so I don't know what I'm going to do come this year. Because obviously we know that this is a trend each year. We get a new Christmas set. So I don't know. I might have to start doing with your advice because that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, it started small because like I got into it and there was, one or two you could buy the current years and the last years. And so it was manageable. And now 10 years in, it's gotten less manageable.
Mhm.
Because if you're gonna build now 9 sets every year, 10 sets, 11 sets, it's a
Yeah.
lot. But I have always had the dream of like having like a party and just like letting everyone pick one. And like,
Oh yeah.
I've built them all, so I don't care. Like
Yeah.
someone else build it for a change. Like you want to
Oh,
build
that'd
the
be
fire
cool.
station, like go for it. Like
Yeah.
I know that one well enough.
Interesting.
Like I can skip it for a year.
That's that's a really neat idea. I like. Okay.
Just sit around,
Thoughts?
listen to Christmas music, and
Yeah.
everybody pick a set out of the tub. Like have them all bagged up and
Yeah.
pass them around.
All right. I just got to pause real quick because I know this is going to be a controversial question. This is everyone's going to come back and rewatch this, and they're going to come to this question, and they're going to say I'm crazy. I already know it. Um, but if you're a Christmas fan,
Yeah.
when does the tree go up?
Oh. It depends. It depends. Sometimes we host Thanksgiving. So if we host Thanksgiving, I would wait till after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But if we don't host Thanksgiving, usually sometime probably mid-November.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Okay. Well,
I'm not
you're
like a November 1st person, but I will go early if there's, nothing else going on. I'll just get bored one day and get it out.
so in my house, as soon as my son's done trick or treating, I go down in the basement and the tree bag gets lugged upstairs. And then at
Wow.
12:01, that Christmas tree is up.
Wow.
Not
Yeah.
I usually get a lot of crazy stares when I say that, but I don't know. See, like I'm the type of person that I love Christmas so much that I can't enjoy it after Christmas.
Yeah.
Like once Christmas is done, like all that magic is just gone for me.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you're just I don't know, you're just like in a purgatory almost. It's like you have like 364 days to look forward to it again. So,
Yeah.
like, I'd rather enjoy it longer and then just cut it off December 26th rather than put it up, the month of and then not get to look at it much. But that's just me. So it's not saying what anybody does is wrong, but
Yeah.
I just wish people wouldn't look at me like I'm so crazy when I'm decorated for Christmas on November 1st. So,
No, I mean, I totally get it. I totally agree. We're like, as soon as it's over, no matter how hard you want to like hold on to it and try to
mhm.
just like sit in it and enjoy it for like another day or two, it's just not the same.
No.
It's all over. So, I mean, yeah, I like to put up like my outdoor lights early because it's like
Yeah.
once it starts getting dark at 5 o'clock, like why not have those lights to just cheer us up a little? So
Yep. I
I get
agree.
it. I get it.
I agree. So mine are up on the first as well, and then one of my sons, one of his friends at school, her dad puts his up November 1st, and I can see their house like through my bedroom window, and it's probably like a quarter mile away, but like they use the brightest LED, like you can probably see it from space, like it just like it lights up the whole neighborhood block. So I don't feel as bad because I have like the soft white lights and then they have like the big bright colored LEDs. So um at least I kind of like subdue mine, I guess you can say. But whatever, I think, but like you said, I think it does bring, even if you disagree with decorating so early, I don't think I know anybody who could sit there and say that seeing Christmas lights doesn't make them happy, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So um, okay. So getting back to Lego sets, do you have any other than Christmas? Do you have any particular themes that you tend to gravitate towards?
I mean, I've definitely gotten into Animal Crossing, which is
Oh,
obviously
yep.
a
Okay.
very new one, but
Yep.
something about those just went off in my brain like, yes,
Yeah.
we
Yep.
want this.
Sure.
I had never even played the game before, and
Okay.
I went out and bought the game when they announced the sets because I was
Okay.
like, I have to justify it. Like, I want those, and it seems silly to buy them when I've never played it. So
Yeah.
I'll
Sure.
just go buy it and play it,
Okay.
and
Fair.
then I can buy the sets, and it'll all will be right.
Oh, I love
Um,
the justification process.
yes. So, like, Got it going. So yeah, I like those. No, I mean again the Creator 3-in-1s are like a big
Yeah.
favorite of mine.
Okay.
Those especially when it's, houses. Like I know they do a lot of different stuff with those and sometimes it's animals and stuff. Those aren't as interesting to me, but they do a lot of cool houses in
Mhm.
that line and I like them. Like there's a couple good ones coming out. They've got a good August wave of the Creator 3-in-1s coming that look
Yeah,
cool.
and Animal Crossing. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have a are you diving in both aspects, or will you wait a little bit?
Gosh, the Animal Crossing ones are frustrating to me because they seem like if you're patient, they get marked down quite a bit.
True. Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I've been burned a little on the past because I have been buying them all right when they come out, and then like a couple months later, you just see them reduced down so much. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
that would have been, I could have bought more Lego with that money. So I'm
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe these ones coming out now are a little bit pricey, and I'm like, maybe I should hang tight and just wait till they get reduced.
Yeah, I had, like, I don't play Animal Crossing. It looks like a fun game. But I've heard a couple complaints about the Animal Crossing is, they are really nice sets, but they could be so much better if you just made it maybe a little like you could actually make them like modular style buildings, or you could put like a little more detail into them. So while they are nice sets, as with anything, you could spend a couple extra bucks and probably make it a little bit more than what it is. Would you have that same opinion?
Um, It depends. I kind of like some of them. There's like some of the houses I think are cute how you build the house and then you build the furniture and there's not really one set way that they go. You can kind of
Okay.
put the furniture different ways. I like that. That kind of reminds me of like childhood play.
Okay.
But then there's been a couple that are like a little disappointing. Like the town hall set didn't really have a lot of furniture inside and it was
Sure.
kind of a higher price point and it was just like kind of lackluster like to me. They could have done more with it, especially for the price that it was.
Yeah. Well, that's the one that I've been hearing that mostly is the museum coming
Mm,
out. That's the one I've been hearing people say like, "Oh, it has so much more, could have been so much more," and yet it just seems like there's not much
yeah.
there. So, all right. So favorite themes. So let's flip it the other way. Any theme that you've built that you didn't like, or any theme you're just like, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people would probably be surprised to find out that when I first got into Lego, I was going hard on the Star Wars sets.
Wow, I did
Um,
not see that coming.
yeah, yeah. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I am.
Okay.
I like the movies. And yeah, there was, a lot of that era of like 2015, 16, 17. That was when they were kind of the trilogy was coming out,
Yep.
and Rogue One and the Solo movie. So they were there were a lot of sets getting released with that, and I was kind of like I'm watching the movies in theaters like as they're coming out, and then they're releasing the sets that go with it, and it kind of had me hooked, and I was buying them, and I thought it was so cool, and then I just kind of realized like I don't really like building the ships, like I just
Okay.
don't love the Technic and how
Yeah.
they all start off with this kind of frame, and it just like bag one was always just like the worst. You just gotta like slog through, and I just didn't love it. I was just like, yeah, the ships are cool. I like it. I like the movies. I like the end result, kind of, but I
Yep.
don't love the process.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the whole, aura of Legos, like, if you either like the display aspect, or you like the build aspect, or you like both. But yeah, I mean, I get it. When you spend all the money on it, you wanna enjoy the build process, because that's the
Yeah,
most important thing, is enjoying that. So, and Star Wars has a lot of gray, so,
yeah,
I mean
yeah,
it is what it is. You can't change, like, what things are, but, yeah, I mean, you can see the big, massive gray ship I have in the back, a lot of gray, but would I have enjoyed it? Like, somebody made the, Star Destroyer, like, I can't remember if it was, Josh, Unhappy Mohawk. I think it was him, actually. He made the Star Destroyer, but in color. So
mm,
he replicated all the pieces and made it, it was either I can't remember if it's Star Destroyer or another ship, but anyways, he does all these builds where he takes these sets and he'll take the gray pieces or the black pieces and he'll rebuild the set, but in all color. And it's incredible to see, like, it's a Lego set, but it's technically a mock now because it's
yeah.
not the same as what it was. So, I get that. I get that completely. Um, Now, when you buy sets, are you the type that likes to go out to the store, buy it, bring it home, and build it? or do we go out to the store, buy it, shove it on a shelf, and then maybe build it later?
It's like a toss up. I there like there are some things that I buy and I'm like I could go into immediately.
Okay.
And then there are sets that have been in my backlog for so long, like that I just, I buy, I know I want, but I don't build. And then
Mhm.
they just, yeah, they either sit there for years or they get opened immediately and there's no in between.
So, would you ever get to a point like where they just don't get built? Like, would you try to either trade them or sell them, or do you think they'll just continue to wait for you?
Yeah, I've sold some. Like there's some Star Wars stuff that if
Okay.
I bought it, I didn't open it. Years have now gone by and I'm kind of like, I'm not really that into it and I'm probably never going to build it. Plus it's
Mhm.
gone up in value. I'll sell them off, but
Okay.
I also know there's a lot of sets in my backlog that I definitely will not sell
Okay. Yeah.
that I
Yep.
eventually will get around to.
Well, I mean, that's part of the problem too is just time. There's just never enough time. I mean, you know too with a child. I mean, there's just not enough hours in the day to do all the stuff that we want. So um,
Yeah.
I know the pain. All right, so let's get in. Actually, you know what? My mind just came up with something. The Animal Crossing. Have
Yeah.
you ever come across? Why am I drawing a blank now? I was thinking of Belleville, but it's not Belleville. The original theme,
Fabuland.
Fabuland. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that an interest of yours?
Um, I don't know what the era is on that one, but I think that was like just totally before my
Yeah.
time. So I am not really interested in like going back and spending money on a theme that like doesn't have any actual like nostalgia factor for me.
Okay.
And they're pricey. Like they're cute. They're super cute.
Yeah.
I wish I like had some. Like it would be cool to have some that I had, but I don't
Mhm.
think I'm gonna like dive into spending money on something that
Yeah.
is, yeah, doesn't have that nostalgia and is so far past now.
I had this really neat idea of somebody that could do like a Animal Crossing meets Fabuland kind of mashup. Like I think that'd be a really cool mock to kind of because I mean they're very similar.
Yeah,
Obviously
for sure.
Fabuland didn't have a game, but I think that'd be really cool to do some sort of mock with the two like meeting and mashing up together.
Yeah,
But I don't have either. So like you said, I'm not going to go out and buy
yeah,
buy stuff that really doesn't, do anything for me. So if
yeah.
anybody's listening or rewatching and you want to do that, please feel free to do it. But give me a little bit of credit if you don't mind. So
I would imagine that people who were into Fabuland and like whether they still have it or not, like they have to be into Animal Crossing. Like
I
I
would
feel
have,
like
yeah,
it would be the natural like translation of
yeah,
you liked this as a kid and you don't even if you have it or you don't you want more.
yeah,
Go there.
yeah. No, I would agree with you there. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'd love to see it. It's interesting. I mean, they're just so unique.
Yeah.
They're just not. Some are a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Fabuland or Animal Crossing or both.
Yeah, more so Fabuland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Animal Crossing, I don't really think I've seen many that are creepy per se, but we'll leave
Yeah.
it at that. All right, so you are known for your habitats and mosaics. So, where did this all? Where did? Let's start from the beginning. What got you into either, or let's just do both. So did they come at the same time, or did you have different times where you got into each?
Yeah, I would say probably at the same time, I guess. We could just go back to it was 2 years ago. I
Okay.
created my Lego Instagram account,
Okay.
um, and I just had the intention of like sharing sets I built or whatever, or little videos. And I had never heard of habitats or
Mhm.
mosaics or anything like that. Like I just was building sets and that was it. And then I created the Lego Instagram account and kind of showed up and found other Lego Instagram accounts. And yeah, I had no idea what a habitat was. In fact, I told Jen, who, runs the Habitat Challenge.
Mhm.
that I created my Instagram account. It was the weekend that the Disney Habitat Challenge was happening.
Okay.
And so it's like, if you can imagine that, it was just like really weird. So I create this account and I'm like looking for Lego accounts. And like, it's this weekend where like everyone is posting like kind of the same thing. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, what have I just stumbled into?
Yeah.
Like, it was so wild and so weird. And so yeah, I had no idea what a habitat was, but obviously I
Okay.
like immediately found out and thought they were super cool. Like it, the whole idea is that it's like kind of this achievable build that anyone could do, eight
Mhm.
by eight. Um, so yeah, I kind of made it my goal of like, okay, like yeah, I feel way out of my league, but those look cool and like I would like to get into it. And I had not built anything other than like Lego sets
Okay.
since I was a kid at that point. So that was
Sure.
like the first time even trying to like scrap together something that wasn't following the instructions.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so then, as far as the, well, so what do you prefer? Like, do you prefer the habitat building or the mosaic building, or like what would be your preference, and what would be more of a challenge to you?
I mean, they're different, but they're both challenging. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Um Mosaics I kind of like just I use them kind of like mindlessly, like I just play around and
Okay.
just, throw some pieces together, see what looks good. But I know like, the people who are really into the mosaics, like Dana
Yep.
Virginia Bricks, like her stuff is so good and it's just like it like I feel like I could never do that. Like the way she does like the layers and does like all this crazy stuff. So it's
Yep.
like yeah, what I do is fun. It's not what I do isn't challenging. I just like I'm just giving my hands something to do sometimes.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, like if I wanted to go hard on mosaics, I feel like it would be quite challenging and quite over my head to like
Yeah.
really do that and like do something big and cool or like try to display any of it. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
Yep.
keeping myself entertained over here.
Yeah, no, no, I get what you mean, because I did have she was on Bricks and Beyond a while back, and she had some of her mosaics, and just like I mean, her Cynthia, like these things that you guys come up with as far as the mosaics. Like I'm gonna keep habitats out of it for a minute.
Sure.
The mosaics are just like so mesmerizing. Like you can just like look at those, and most of the time they are small. They're small builds. Um, and you just like get lost in like how is that possible? um and that translates over into the habitats, though. It's like you're on an 8 by 8 base plate, and you already have basically you're down the what is it's 6 by 6, right? Or no, is it, they're 8 by 8s, right?
But yeah, use an 8 by 8 base plate. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have the wall, so then you're technically down the
Seven by
what, 7
seven.
by 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you already lost um a stud. However, you can build into the walls, which is nice. And some of the things that I've seen that have created into the walls just blows my mind away as well. Um, but regardless, like I'm looking at some of these now. So for those of you that don't know, so Jessica is the host of currently it's Brickmas in July. And then you also do the 24 days of Brickmas in December. So right now you're in the middle of, can you remind me what the themes were for each I should have had that sheet up. What the themes were for each day?
Yeah, so this week the Brickmas in July is just 1 week, and it's kind of a teaser of the big one. Same format, but yeah, 7 days. So we did, um, gosh, now I'm blanking. The first day was travel.
Okay.
That was Sunday, and then lights, and then
I know I should have asked you. I should have grabbed it.
I don't
I
remember it.
don't you have it on your
Um,
I thought you had it on your page. Where did it go?
it's the Brickmas in July, or for 24 days of Brickmas has its own Instagram page.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
right. That's
pinned.
why.
It's pinned
Yep,
as a post on the
that's
24
why.
days of
Hold on,
Brickmas.
let me bring this up here. I knew I should have had that. Whoops.
Travel, lights, tree,
I guess it would help if I could spell.
travel, lights, tree, snowman, reindeer, elf, Santa.
Travel, lights, tree, snowman, reindeer, elf, Santa. Spot on.
Yeah. Took a
All
second.
right. So today was the reindeer, which I saw your post with the reindeer. And then tomorrow, elves, and then Saturday obviously ends in Santa.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, because this obviously happened after, but did you see my post? So a couple weeks ago, I was down in Tennessee. Have you ever heard of the Inn at Christmas place before?
No, no.
Amazing, absolutely amazing place. So it's seriously, it's like a resort that a crane went to the Swiss Alps and literally picked it up out of the Alps, brought it to Tennessee, and it's Christmas all year.
Awesome.
Um, and they redecorate it at least, I can't remember how many times a year, but they go through, I don't know if it's like every quarter or something, but they redecorate the entire hotel once per quarter. And it's just the most amazing thing. And then Santa's there, and they have like gingerbread building, they have s'mores, Santa sings and does a dance, and um, it's just like an amazing place. It's like anybody who loves Christmas has to go there, because it's just like a, I don't know, it's like a Christmas wonderland all year. So then I saw you were posting this, and I was like, man, we're like really in the Christmas
Yeah.
spirit this year, which I love because obviously, I said Christmas is, my favorite too. So um so how did you come across taking the reins of excuse my ignorance, because I just started last year, so Octoberish. So I haven't really really took depth into everybody. But was this somebody else doing this, or was this your brainchild and then you took over?
Kind of both.
Okay.
So yeah, I started my account 2 years ago, and in October, somebody did an October kind of challenge like this, where it
Okay.
was a different prompt every day, and I immediately was like, "That is so cool! I want to do that at Christmas. 'Cause Christmas is
Mm,
my, I love Christmas."
yep.
But then I also, it was my first year on Instagram. Like I had just started in May, so I was like, I don't really know what other kind of stuff is going on, and if somebody has already done something like this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so that first year I was like, I'll just hang tight and I'll see what is going on before I, try to go guns blazing and like come up with
Yep.
this challenge when I don't even know. And then there was this girl who then started something very similar to this. And I was like, okay, cool. Like that's very similar to what I had in mind. Like I will, yeah, I'll just participate in that. So this girl hosted it and had the prompts. And a couple days in, she said she kind of got overwhelmed and was
Okay.
gonna bail. So she did. She ended up bailing, and a lot of us she had already dropped the prompts. Like a lot of people kind of just kept participating, but she
Okay.
kind of bowed out and wasn't really hosting it. And so then as soon as it was over, I messaged her and I was like, "Hey, if you don't mind, like I think I even messaged her during it and I was like, "Hey, if you need any help, let me know. Like I would love to step in and help you out with this."
Sure.
But
Okay.
she totally just went like offline, which is fine. And so when she finally did kind of resurface sometime in January, I messaged her and asked her if it would be okay if I kind of took it over or did something
Nice.
similar. And she was
Okay.
like, "Yeah, like totally, I'm done. It's all yours."
Okay.
So then it was go for me from then. From January of 2024, I started planning for Christmas of 2024
Okay.
and trying to hype it up from there.
Now, did she do the Brickmas in July as well, or was she just doing the December one?
No, she just did December, and it was like it wasn't called, 24 Days of Brickmas. It was just like Lego. I think she called it maybe 24 Days of Lego Christmas or something,
Oh, okay.
Lego Christmas something. So I changed the name and created the account for it, and like
Yeah.
all of that was
Okay.
me.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, this is really, it's really fun. Obviously, I love Christmas, so seeing these builds is definitely one of my favorite things to look at, because it's, it's my jam here. So um so this ends tomorrow, and then you will start, like, when will you really start pumping out the stuff for December?
Yeah, so my goal is to have the prompts released September 1st.
Okay.
To
All right.
give everyone lots of notice. So, it's happening. It'll be December 1st through the 24th, 24 days, 24 prompts, different prompt every day. And yeah, my goal is to just get those out in enough time that people can plan ahead.
Okay.
Some people don't plan ahead, but if you are
Yeah.
someone that plans ahead, like you'll have them in advance.
And then again, these are all habitats,
No.
correct? No. Okay. So it can be habitats or any.
Yeah, it's very open. It's
Okay.
anything you want it to be. It can be Just some people take a minifig and put it in like take it outside into the world and put it
Okay.
like out in the snow. It can be a fig, a habitat, a mosaic. It can be a mock. It can just be a picture. My original idea was just like if you have a winter village, just like find this in your winter village. Like it's
Yeah.
snowman. Like find the snowman and take a picture and post it. Like
Okay.
snowman. Like
Yeah.
done. Like yeah, easy peasy. It's just I love seeing how people can take the same prompt and everyone does it different. Some people do mosaics, some people do habitats. Everyone can, take the same prompt and we get 40 different 40 different results from the
Yeah.
same word. And it's
Okay.
wild.
Now, I think I saw no AI stuff though, correct? So it all has to be built
Yeah.
or like a physical Lego structure, whatever.
Yeah. I mean like
Okay.
digital builds in studio and stuff like that, I'm totally fine with. I didn't
Yeah.
really have anyone do that in the last one, but I had seen some other challenges where people were submitting AI builds and I was like, yeah, that's kind of not the spirit of what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
going for. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I'm keeping it pretty open. So yeah, you should
Well,
be
yeah.
able to come up with something without
Yeah. No,
hopefully AI.
I agree. I mean, it encourages the building, and I know not everybody has time to build, but it does kind of then give people like maybe some. I don't know if you want to put something quick together. It does give you like a relaxing half hour or something where you can actually sit down and get to enjoy yourself and build something out of Lego.
Yeah.
All right, so then I also saw. So you also do the Disney habitats. That already happened, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was
Correct?
in May.
That's right. Okay. So that's once a year thing?
Well, the Disney ones, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, okay. So then you have Disney Habitats in May, Brickmas in July, and 24 Days of Brickmas in December. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So for anybody re-listening or rewatching, make sure you check out Jessica's page. So it is Don't Brick Me Down on Instagram. And if you're interested in participating in any of those challenges, make sure you're active in May or prior for all of the instructions. July, I think when you start putting out Brickmas in July stuff. Is that usually in advance or pretty close?
Yeah, I forget when I announced this one. It was like I think within at least a month's notice for this
Okay.
one.
All right. So June-ish.
Yeah.
And so probably once Disney ones are done, probably not short too much longer
Yeah.
after that gets out. And then aiming for September to start putting stuff out for the 24 days of Brickmas for this December. So okay. Um, so we're talking about all this stuff. I don't want to show pictures of stuff. I was wondering, do you have anything with you by any chance to show?
Yeah, I do have some habitats.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's anyone in particular anything you wanna see specifically?
I
I have a
surprise
lot of
me.
them. Okay. Um,
These things just blow like, I had the kids in my Lego club do habitats, and they blew my mind. I mean,
yeah.
it's just crazy what you can pack into these little whatever you wanna call habitats. Like, it was just packing these little habitats. It's just
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's wild because like I said, I didn't know anything about habitats and then it's cool to even have seen like so my first habitats were in 2023 and so I'm even impressed like you learn by seeing what other people do kind of and
Yeah.
you can get ideas and like how much I have grown from the first couple that I tried to throw together
Sure. Yeah.
2 years ago to where I am now. It's like you pick up little tips and it turns out cool. So I've got right here my Christmas ones from last year. So I've got this
Oh, look at
little
these. Oh, is
this
that
was right
one
out of
doing
an
the
advent
rooftop?
calendar.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so I've
That's
just
really
plucked
cool.
it onto like the roof and
Okay,
then
yep.
I've got
Oh, those are awesome.
gingerbread men and I did some like icing and
Yep,
stuff and then a reindeer. And this also was a case where it was an overlap of the 24 days of Brickmas with
okay.
the holiday habitats.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think like it fell where like the prompts were like cookie, reindeer, and sleigh.
Yeah,
And
okay.
so those I like themed my habitats to match the Christmas, the 24 days of Brickmas prompts.
That's awesome. You know, what the coolest how you have those stacked, it actually looks like that roof is supposed to go with the red habitat. It looks like it's like
Yeah.
the exterior roof.
Yeah,
So,
that's totally a coincidence, but it
yeah,
does,
I was
you're
gonna
right.
say
It does work out like that. I mean, and there are people that do that. There are people who like their whole thing comes together and builds one big thing. And
that's
you're just,
awesome,
and
yeah.
even that, like, that's above my like
Yeah,
my,
yeah, I get you there.
level. Like I can't do that. And it's so cool when it all comes together to build.
Yep, for sure.
Um we've got right now we're doing the CMF habitat challenge is happening right now.
Okay.
And so I have my CMF habitats from last year, so I had a swimmer,
Oh, nice. Wow.
um,
Okay.
and
People in the
then
stand.
this one I was super proud of
That's
with this
awesome.
crayon. It's from the Lego
That's so cool.
movie
Yep.
CMFs. And it was super tricky to get that like up and down on the
Yeah,
walls because
sure.
it doesn't line up just right. Like if you want it with no gaps, it took a lot of mathing.
That's so cool.
And then I've got the carpenter. Um,
Man, you do an amazing job on these. This is incredible stuff.
yeah, thanks. Um, yeah, and then I mean, like sometimes I choose like just color over like content kind of. So like I did the pride
Mhm.
ones and I just went with like
Oh,
fun
yeah. Yep.
rainbow.
Yep. I remember
Um,
seeing those.
I kind of did the same thing at Valentine's Day where I was like, I don't have like a good like story in mind, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna go for like lean hard into like the themes of like reds and pinks. I have a couple of those, but some
Yeah.
of them I've pillaged. But I had done like this. It was Mickey and
Oh, that's
Minnie with a
cute. Yep.
heart.
Okay.
And then I had yanked the figs out of this, but like I just,
Okay.
I didn't have, so this is like super basic. It's literally just the
Yeah,
walls and the
but
floor, and I stuck some figs in it. But, you
the
know,
colors really make the scene pop.
yeah, leaning into just the colors because I like to keep my feed just like looking pretty. And sometimes I try to like color coordinate things where like
Okay.
I'll just do a week of kind of like blue and pink, and I'll do a blue and pink mosaic and find like some minifigs that have blue and pink in them. And we're like,
Okay.
as you're kind of scrolling, you might see these like different kind of chunks of color as you go down.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay.
and you'll realize when you hit Valentine's Day, because all of a
Yeah,
sudden it'll
yeah,
be
okay.
reds and pinks, and you keep going. It'll be very obvious when you hit the Christmas chunk of my feed and like things
Okay.
like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that now because
yeah,
I already told you when we were chatting prior that um your page is just so bright and it's all you guys in the mosaics and the habitats. Like
yeah,
you go to your pages and it's just you can have one of the worst days of your life and you can go and just look at your guys' page and it just brings light into the room because they're so fun and colorful and it just you can tell and again like I'm a Lego set builder but I've dabbled in the mock stuff recently but you can tell out of well I guess we'll call habitats mocks because they are um when you do this stuff you can see the love and the passion in the builds um because they are your own and you know your mind came up with it and that's just what I see when you guys do all this stuff it's incredible stuff so kudos to you guys because I haven't gotten there so
yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's like I said, the habitats are designed to be achievable, so
yeah
you should give it a go. I mean, it's see what
I
you can
know.
do with 8 by 8.
Well, hey, if my first or kindergarten through fifth graders can do it, I'm pretty sure I should be able to get somewhere close to what they do.
Yeah.
I would hope. Any? Do you have? Is there anything else you have to show? Because I don't want to have you leave anything out.
I mean, I have my Halloween ones. I just had
Oh yeah.
happened to
Okay.
have them out, but I think again, some of these. There's one that I'm actually super proud of. It's this top one that
Okay.
was like a Day of the Dead kind of with this
Oh,
like
that's really
sugar
cool.
skull at the back,
Yep. Oh, I
and
didn't even. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that.
yeah, and I feel like the habitat challenge sometimes it's like the ones you post first get the most like love kind of, and then as
Uh,
the week goes on, I feel like the algorithm starts to like get sick of all the habitats and they don't get as much attention. And that was like the last one I posted and it
oh,
didn't get
bummer.
that, and I was like I was the most excited about it and it kind of
Yep.
just didn't get a lot of activity, and I was like, man, I just thought it turned out so good.
Yeah, I get that. Oh yeah, that is
But
really cool. I like that.
um yeah, this stack is tough to lift, but I've got a Scooby Doo one
Nice.
that
Yep.
turned out cute, and I had done like this is the series 14
Okay.
zombie cheerleader coming out
Yep.
of a grave. I did bat,
Oh, that's cool. Yep, in the cave. Yeah.
yeah, bat cave, and then let's see, I've got two more. little Johnny Thunder with a
That's cool.
mummy.
Yep.
And this one lost its trick or treaters, but it was like a front door
Okay.
with some
Yeah, yeah.
trick or treaters at
That's
it.
really cool.
They
So
got it
I'm
yanked.
just curious here. So you have all of these still put together.
Yeah.
So do these not come apart?
There's like a really fine line of like I either immediately take them apart
Okay.
or once I have left them together, then I'm kind of like, should I leave them together
Okay.
forever?
Interesting. Because now you have me curious because like with the sets,
Yeah.
you're sometimes can be quick to take them down, but with these, and I guess again, it's the difference between all your love and hard work going into something
Yeah.
that is original compared to just like a regular Lego set.
Yeah, like I haven't taken my Pride ones apart yet, but I think I will just because they're not anything too crazy. Like if I
Mm,
really ever wanted to like display them, I could probably just build them again. I want to loosen those parts back up. Like I've used a bunch of transparent pieces that are
yeah.
kind of hard to come by, so like I
Yep.
want to get those back into my inventory. Um, so yeah, there's some of that. Yeah, there's some that I just take apart right away, like, if I'm just not, like, super proud of them, I guess maybe is
Sure.
part of it, like, the spring habitats, I kinda had a lot going on, and I kinda felt like I had half-assed those, and so I just
Yeah.
was like it was like a no-brainer to just take them back apart,
Okay.
when it was over.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. So you said so again, so you started Instagram 2 years ago, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from where you were when you started to where you are now, what would you say some of the biggest differences are or things you've noticed over the past 2 years have been in the community?
Oh gosh, I don't know. In the community? Um I really don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Caught me off guard with that one.
Well, that's a new one. That's a new one for me to catch people off guard with. So, like, have you felt like, let's just say with the mosaics and all and the habitats, like, have you seen any like increase in interest or involvement in those realms, like with all these challenges or stuff to that extent, or is it pretty similar to where it was when you started?
Um, I mean, I can't really speak to mosaics, but on the habitat side, I have seen the stats, and I would say like it kind of has decreased. It seems like
Really
over the years, yeah. Like
interesting. Okay.
Jen started the habitat challenge in 2020, like
Yeah.
with I think during COVID, kind of, and it seems like it like exploded the first couple years, and now it
Okay.
has kind of like been almost like slowly declining for a couple years. Like it's still good,
Interesting.
like
Yeah.
but year over year, I think like the Disney challenge, I think we ended up coming out almost identical to last year
Okay.
participation wise, which was good because everything else had been kind of trending down. So like I was happy to
Yeah.
have it just be kind of the same as last year and
Sure.
not a decrease.
Interesting.
But yeah, not necessarily like growing year over year.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what there's always reasons behind
Yeah.
things. So that's I'm always curious to know like what I mean, sometimes we never know the answers, but if you ever find an answer, let me know. So
Yeah, I mean, my own personal thought is kind of I just feel like it gets hard to keep like topping yourself, kind
well,
of.
that's
Like that's
true. Yeah.
how I feel like, my Halloween 2023 were kind of weak. So last year I was able to like do some really cool stuff, but now I'm looking at the ones I made last year and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to like I don't know how to do it again. I don't know how to come up with like six more cool ideas. Like,
Yeah. 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 I mean that's a valid point. Because sometimes you do feel like you max out and how do you up a maxed out? So
yeah.
I'm gonna put my confidence in and say you can do it. So be anxious to see what you come up with.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing here before we wrap up, I had the pleasure to meet you at Brickworld.
Yeah.
Didn't get to see you long because I know you. I think you mentioned to me you were like kind on. Didn't you say you were on the fence about if you were going to make it or not this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then so the pass that you ended up getting was it? It was just a 1 day pass, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
ended up getting a Saturday, like just general public
Yeah,
event.
that's right.
Yeah.
So, first of all, did you enjoy your time this year?
Yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
enough to go for an extended pass if you're able to go next year?
Yeah, it's definitely on the table, I think. It's a long time like to be away, like obviously as a stay-at-home mom, like it would be like yeah, I would selfishly would love it sounds so cool. I feel like I missed out on so much. Like I feel like the part I would love the most is the part of like everyone all together before
Yeah.
like the public arrives and
Yep.
everyone, setting up all their stuff and all the bonding that happens in those days over the yeah the public days. But yeah, it would be a long time to be away and
Yeah.
obviously costly and things like that.
I get it.
Um,
Yeah, I know. I was lucky enough to have hotel points, so didn't have to pay for hotel. And then, I mean, you're like me; we're not too far away, so I drove,
yeah,
so I didn't have the cost to fly. But
yeah,
um, yeah, I mean, I heard some of the costs of things that people have paid, like at some of these conventions, like thousands of dollars. I'm just like, man, phew, I don't know where you can come up with that money to go to, especially the ones that go to a few conventions a year. Like that, that's a lot of money. So,
yeah,
especially like if you're not involving a family, then I would love to know how you can do all those and then maybe do like a family vacation because everything's so expensive nowadays. I mean, it's just I don't know, it's crazy.
yeah.
Would you ever display at Brick World?
Yeah, it's maybe I'm kind of toying with the idea of displaying at they do a Brick World Grand Rapids
Oh,
that's
that's right.
coming
Yeah.
up in September.
Okay.
And I'm like, it's in the back of my mind, kind of like how going to Chicago was. It's like I kind of like I set it there. I mentally mark what day it is. I kind of like think about it. Maybe I'll do it, but I'm not committing to it. So
Okay.
I'm kind of doing that right now with Brick World Grand Rapids of like, I know when the dates are. I haven't locked it in, but I'm maybe I'll show up with some of my habitats and mosaics
Okay.
and display a little bit.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I will. I'll wait to see what you do there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in the meantime, again, for everybody or anybody who doesn't know Jessica, please go check out her Instagram page. Again, it's Don't Brick Me Down. YouTube or just Instagram.
Just Instagram.
Okay. All right. So again, go over to Instagram, check her out. Check out you have CMF collection posts on here. I'm assuming are these the checklists for some you still need?
Yeah, I have my
Okay.
CMF highlight and those I just updated those like a week or two ago. So
Okay.
yeah, the check marks are all the ones I have and it's up to date where I
All right.
am in my collection.
Well, everybody, let's check that out. Let's see if we can help her get those X'd off. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, check out all the habitats, the mosaics. So much good stuff on there. Colorful, amazing, incredible builds. You have to go check it out. So, with that, Jessica, I appreciate you taking time to join me tonight. I look forward to hopefully getting the check back with you in again, maybe later on this year, see what you've been up to all year.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks so much for
Awesome.
having me.
Yeah, for sure. For everybody else, again, don't brick me down on Instagram. That is Jessica's page. Go check her out. If you don't mind, please like and I guess share. I'm still learning these taglines for this. Like, share, comment, whatever. Just help me out, please, if you don't mind. So, with that, we will be back next Thursday for another episode. So, if you guys want to join, please feel free to do so. And Jessica, I will talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sounds good. See you guys. Have a good night.